I know from my own perspective, I've kind of dabbled into this side myself, trying to figure out graphics on Canva, putting together podcast edits, all this. And to a certain degree, I've done okay with it, but I think there does get to a point in time, like you kind of mentioned with me dealing with my clients on the financial side, a lot of times they will try and delve into the bookkeeping aspect of things themselves, but
Exactly.
they're not in business to do bookkeeping. I'm not in the business to do marketing. So it probably makes sense for me to get someone like you and your team involved to ensure that I'm getting the most time value out of the marketing that I'm doing for my business. So definitely agree with you on that point for sure.
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point as well, and I think marketing is not always seen as a division in the business either, right? Like everybody knows pretty much they need an accountant. We know we need to have systems in place for all these things, but when it comes to marketing, I see a lot of opportunity for the people that figure this out to actually build a system and get better at it. And even if I'm not meaning that you have to necessarily do all the work yourself, because let's face it, marketing has become very technical with things like SEO, paid online advertising, all these digital tools make it fairly complicated for a lot of small business owners. And let's be real, they rather work on the things that they're good at,
For sure.
and then rely on somebody like us to help them in the other area.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I always preach that to my clients when they come in and they're trying to divvy up what they can do as far as responsibilities. And I say, well, you got into business for X, Y, and Z. Why not focus your time there? That's where you're going to see some revenue come into that business. And then you can hire out professionals that are going to be able to do a better job in a far less period of time. You're going to get way better value, and you can focus on the thing that you actually love to do. If you aren't in marketing, maybe that's not your passion. So lead with your passion and go make some money there and leave the rest of it to someone else.
No, exactly, right? So like I think what I recommend to a lot of our clients is that they get a good understanding of what marketing is at a very high level, at a strategic level.
For sure.
So if once they can educate themselves on what they need to do, now they can either call a firm like us or hire somebody internally that can do the work.
Right.
But the business owner is still in charge of the strategy for the business.